Welcome to this explainer. Let's just dive right in, shall we? Today we're doing something really exciting. We're taking centuries of profound ancient Eastern philosophies and, well, synthesizing them into a highly practical modern blueprint for taking absolute control of your life. So if you've been feeling completely overwhelmed by the modern world lately, you are exactly in the right place. Seriously, have you ever felt like nothing is truly in your control? You plan everything out so carefully, you work incredibly hard, and yet the results just slip away. Markets shift, relationships change, life throws wild curveballs. Let's start by directly addressing that deep anxiety and, quite frankly, the paralysis you might feel when all your hard work yields unexpected outcomes in this crazy, chaotic world. Just to put things into perspective, consider this stark contrast. The failure rate of modern willpower-based diets is an overwhelming 95%. Now compare that to Japan's effortlessly low obesity rate of just 4.5%. That is nearly 10 times lower than the US. And get this, it's achieved almost entirely without punishing gym memberships. So how is that even possible? Well, to solve this modern crisis of consistency, we're going to explore a unified blueprint for mastery. We'll be covering the illusion of control, designing your default environment, the way of small steps, the yoga of action, and finally, taming the monkey mind. Let's get into it. Section 1. The illusion of control. We're beginning our journey here by dismantling what might be the deepest trap of the modern mind, and that's the exhausting, endless attempt to own and manage every single result in our lives. Drawing from the Bhagavad Gita's wisdom to the great warrior Arjuna on the battlefield, we have to clearly separate our world into two columns. On one side, we have the actions we actually command, things like our effort, our discipline, our ethics. On the other side, external variables we absolutely cannot control, outcomes, markets, how other people react. Trying to manage that second column is literally what destroys your peace. So the absolutely crucial point here revolves around a concept called nishkama karma. This is selfless action, performed completely without attachment to the final result or reward. By dropping that heavy burden of expected outcomes, you eliminate the constant background anxiety that's just clouding your decision-making. You do the work beautifully, but you let the universe handle the results. Section 2. Design your default environment. Okay, once we let go of controlling those outcomes, we can finally focus on mastering our immediate surroundings. Environmental design is all about structuring your surroundings so that beneficial choices become the easy, automatic default. We see this brilliantly illustrated in Japan. They have literally 15 times more convenience stores than the US, but it doesn't lead to a junk food diet. Why? Because the environment is designed so that the easiest, cheapest access is to fresh rice bowls, fish, and miso soup. The environment does the heavy lifting, not your willpower. Let's look at how this builds into actionable daily habits. First up is hara hachibu, which is eating only until you're about 80% full. Then there's sugar awareness, where you actively retrain your taste buds over time. We also have structured eating to maintain consistent meal rhythms that regulate your hormones. And lastly, natural movement, actually building motion directly into your commute. You can totally reprogram your psychology, not through some punishing willpower routine, but by seamlessly adopting these simple, science-backed lifestyle habits. Section 3. The way of small steps. Now, with our environment fully optimized, we have to confront a massive internal hurdle, the trap of ambition versus action. We can learn a lot here from the tragic story of the samurai Yuki. You see, his grand ambitions to be a legendary warrior actually became a comfortable trap for him. He spent so much time dreaming, reading, and, preparing that it completely disguised his procrastination. The feeling of ambition tricked his brain into feeling like he was making progress, while he avoided the actual discomfort of practice. The ultimate antidote to Yuki's trap is Kaizen. This is the philosophy of continuous small improvements achieved through steady daily actions. The great swordsman Miyamoto Musashi understood this perfectly. He knew that motivation isn't the spark that creates action. It's actually the flame that follows it. You don't wait around to feel motivated. You act, and then the motivation arrives. To real game changer. I absolutely love this quote. The mountain is climbed one step at a time, not by staring at its peak and wishing to be there. It's just such a profound reminder. Greatness is never, ever built in sudden, dramatic bursts of energy that fizzle out in a week. No, it's built through the humble, quiet, and unbreakable rhythm of repetition. Think about Goku navigating the isolating and endlessly long Snake Way. Your daily discipline is going to be tedious. It's going to involve missteps and fatigue. But here's the thing. Every single stumble is just an opportunity to grow stronger. Resilience isn't about never falling off the path. It's about getting back up and simply putting one foot in front of the other. Section 4. The Yoga of Action. To actually sustain these small steps day in and day out without completely burning out, we have to turn to karma yoga. This is the spiritual discipline of action, where complete, total effort is applied while maintaining a strict inner detachment from success or failure. Honestly, this is the ultimate antidote to modern burnout. It frees up your mental resources from that exhausting, endless cycle of hoping for a win and fearing a loss. There's this ancient Sanskrit verse, Yogastaha Koru Karmani, which instructs us to perform our duties steadfast in yoga, completely abandoning attachment to success and failure. We see this equanimity beautifully illustrated in the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. Think about Chris Gardner. He works tirelessly in the present moment, making call after call, entirely refusing to be paralyzed by his lack of guaranteed success. He focuses purely on the action itself. Section 5. Taming the Monkey Mind. So this brings us to the root of our internal chaos. Try thinking of your mind as a swirling cosmos. Your anxieties, your running to-do lists, your regrets, they are just fleeting shooting stars in a vast galaxy. Meditation allows you to step back. You become the silent observer of this beautiful chaos, rather than getting dragged around by every passing thought. And this concept of mastering the mind is literally everywhere in pop culture. We see Neo enduring the incredible discomfort of the truth in The Matrix, Batman retreating to the League of Shadows to master his inner chaos and forge external strength, or Black Widow finding resilience and redemption by anchoring herself purely in the present moment. Just like these iconic heroes, we all have to confront our internal battles with courage if we want to find clarity amidst the noise of life. So how do we actually achieve this? Well, through ascending levels of awareness. You start by just grounding in your breath, then mastering and observing the senses. Next comes awakening your inner energy, and finally, reaching that cosmic connection. By progressing through these stages of meditation, you literally rewire your brain's neuroplasticity. Fun fact, this is exactly the kind of deep internal focus technique Nikola Tesla used to vividly visualize and materialize his revolutionary inventions before he ever even touched a tool. Crazy, right? To really aid this focus, you can use tools like the Gayatri Mantra. Wur grounds you to the physical earth. Bhuvav ascends to harmonize your astral emotions, and Swav elevates you to the celestial plane. These ancient mantras act as a stabilizing anchor for your attention. They narrow your focus and significantly reduce that crushing cognitive load of modern distractions we all deal with. As we bring all these philosophies together, I really want you to burn this into your memory. I am not controlled by my feelings. I am guided by my commitments. Remember this profound samurai truth. True strength isn't acting when you feel motivated. True strength is saying, I will do this, whether the perfect conditions exist or not. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. What is the very next small step you will take today, regardless of the outcome? It's time to drop that heavy burden of the future, detach from the results you can't control, and claim true mastery over your very next action.